Beloved child of God, they are dying to be like you, not because you asked for attention, not because you demanded a platform, but because your obedience unlocked a level they didn't think was possible. You carry something rare, a divine imprint, and even if they don't admit it, they feel it. Your consistency in the quiet, your strength under pressure, your refusal to bow when compromise was easier, all of it has set you apart. They study your steps, they copy your style, but what they truly envy is the anointing. And that doesn't come through mimicry, it comes through the fire. Like Joseph, you were misunderstood, betrayed, and thrown into pits by those closest to you, yet still favored. Genesis 37:18-28. Like David, they saw your slingshot, but underestimated the oil on your life. 1 Samuel 16:13, 1 Samuel 17. Like Esther, you were hidden until the right moment, preserved for purpose. Esther 4:14. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. Proverbs 18:16. But that same gift also makes people uncomfortable because it exposes what they buried. You're not just talented, you're assigned. You're not just gifted, you're forged. And when heaven trusts someone with a divine deposit, hell gets nervous and insecure hearts react. You didn't come to compete. You came to complete a divine mandate. That's why they can't figure you out. That's why they whisper behind closed doors, because deep down they know what you carry cannot be copied. It can only be revealed, and now the revealing has begun. Chapter 1. The study of you. Beloved child of God. They are drawn not to celebrate you, but to study you. They're watching, quietly, closely, not always with applause, but with questions, because no matter how much they rehearse your rhythm, mirror your words, or mimic your moves, it still doesn't work for them the way it works for you. That's what confuses them. That's what intimidates them. They thought it was personality. Then they thought it was luck. But now, they're starting to see the truth. It's not what you do, it's who you carry. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. 2 Corinthians 4:7. They are dying to be like you, because your favor didn't come through performance. It came through positioning, spiritually aligned and faithfully planted. They don't see the oil you paid for in the crushing. They only see the overflow. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Psalm 23:5. Like Daniel, you stayed consistent in the shadows, faithful in secret, unshaken in testing. And now the lions' mouths are closed, but the room still stares, wondering how you survived. Daniel 6. You didn't just rise, you endured. They study your peace, your resilience, your clarity. But what they can't understand is this. You were built in silence, but you were called to be seen. And now, the unveiling has begun. You are the living proof that what is forged in obedience cannot be faked in ambition. So don't be surprised by the silence, the slow claps, the distant stares. They're not just looking, they're learning. And what unsettles them most is that even if they copy the steps, they still can't recreate the source, because it's not just style, it's spirit. Chapter 2. The unmistakable mark. Beloved child of God. You didn't ask to stand out. God marked you to. They think you chose to be different. They assume you chased attention, spotlight, or recognition. But what they don't understand is you were set apart, not self-promoted. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Jeremiah 1:5. This was never about ego. It was always about assignment. God marked you before they misunderstood you. He called you before they questioned you. You were chosen before you even had a chance to prove yourself. And now, your very existence convicts people who ignored their own calling. Your presence is a mirror, not because you're trying to expose them, but because your obedience reveals what they buried. Like Moses, you were called in the wilderness, hidden for years, speaking with a stutter, but carrying deliverance in your spirit. And when you finally stepped forward, pharaohs got nervous and slaves got hopeful. Exodus 3-4. The weight you carry didn't come from ambition. It came from refining. You were built in silence, refined in fire, and trusted with authority, not for popularity, but for impact. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the hearts. Proverbs 17:3. That's why no slander sticks. That's why rumors die in the shadows. Because what God marks, man can't unmark. They can question it, they can whisper about it, but they can't undo it. You didn't ask for the weight, but you carry it well. So when they stare, silent, distant, unsettled, remember, they're not reacting to your personality, they're reacting to your presence. The mark of God is unmistakable, and when heaven marks you, hell notices. Chapter 3. The fire that reveals. Beloved child of God, your gift was hidden until the fire came. Your gift didn't just appear overnight. It wasn't a random blessing or an accidental talent. It was hidden and protected until the right time, until the fire came to reveal what was inside. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. Isaiah 43:2. Pressure refines, fire reveals, and trials prove what's real. Like Peter, who denied yet was refined by the pain of failure and rose to lead. John 21:15-17. Like Paul, who endured shipwrecks and prisons, but never lost sight of the calling. 2 Corinthians 11:23-28. Your gift was forged in the furnace of life's trials, tempered by faith and obedience. That's why you don't just shine. You strike like lightning, splitting skies and shaking foundations. For the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. Matthew 24:27. Your presence is not for comfort, it's for change. It disrupts falsehood and exposes pretense. That's why some hearts twitch when you enter a room. Not because you're loud, but because your light reveals what they've hidden in darkness. They envy not the surface, but the depth. Not the applause, but the authenticity. Because your gift is not performance, it's prophecy. Not imitation, it's innovation. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. So when the pressure comes, don't retreat. When the fire rages, don't run. Your gift is not fragile, it's forged. Your assignment is not to shrink, but to stand firm. This season of exposure is your season of elevation. The unveiling is not an accident, it's a divine appointment, and the world will watch, unable to copy, but powerless to ignore. Chapter 4. The weight and the weaponry. Beloved child of God, your gift is not just decoration, it's weaponry. Your gift is not meant to sit quietly on a shelf. It's not a trophy to collect dust. It's a weapon forged by heaven, designed to break chains, tear down strongholds, and carve new paths. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but have divine power to destroy strongholds. 2 Corinthians 10:4. This is why people fear what you carry. not because you are dangerous, but because your gift exposes what's hidden and unsettles what's comfortable. It disrupts the status quo and challenges the familiar. And that kind of power, true power, never fits neatly into someone else's expectations. You've been entrusted with more than a skill or a talent. You've been given a divine assignment. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. 1 Peter 4:10. That means your gift carries responsibility. It's a mantle that requires faithfulness, patience, and courage. And yes, sometimes it feels heavy. Sometimes the pressure seems unbearable. But remember, God never gives you a gift without also giving you the grace to carry it. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. So when people try to dim your light, don't shrink. When they question your journey, don't doubt. When they distance themselves, don't retreat. Your gift is a weapon of breakthrough and healing, a signpost of God's faithfulness in your life. And though they may not understand it now, your gift will become the very thing that transforms not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Stand firm, guard it well, and keep moving forward, because what you carry is powerful, and it is unstoppable. Chapter 5. The Season of Unleashing. Your gift is entering a season of exposure, and nothing can stop it. Beloved child of God, you've carried the gift quietly for so long. You've nurtured it through seasons of waiting, refining, and testing. Now, the moment has come for it to be unleashed, no longer hidden, no longer restrained. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes 3:1. This season isn't just about being seen, it's about being used. Your gift was never meant for display alone. It was designed to move mountains, heal wounds, and change lives. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. Romans 12:6. Expect the tension, expect the unrest. When light shines, shadows scatter, and some will resist the brightness you bring. But don't waste energy defending what God has declared yours. Instead, focus on developing it, stewarding it, and stepping fully into your assignment. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah 4:10. The people who once doubted you will scramble to explain what they can't understand. They'll question how you rose, how you persevered, and how you stayed faithful. But some things, like divine rarity, can't be explained. They can only be witnessed. Remember this: you were hidden until you were ready. You were tested until you were strong. And now you are unstoppable. So stand tall, shine bright, and walk boldly into the unfolding plan. Your gift is no accident. It's a divine disruption, a powerful answer, and the world is waiting. Chapter 6. The Unshakable Truth. Authenticity doesn't compete. It simply endures. Beloved child of God, by now you've seen the pattern. No matter what comes against you, rumors, rejection, or resistance, your gift remains unshaken. That's because it's rooted in something far greater than human approval. It's anchored in God's purpose. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge. Psalm 18:2. People may try to dim your light, but light never loses its glow by the darkness around it. Instead, it exposes what darkness tried to hide. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. Authenticity is not about winning popularity contests or fitting in. It's about being faithful to who God created you to be. And that faithfulness will outlast every attempt to discredit, distract, or diminish you. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. Your gift is a testimony, proof that God still moves in powerful ways. It's a beacon for the broken, a voice for the voiceless, and a living answer for the hopeless. So protect your gift like the treasure it is. Nurture it with prayer, develop it with discipline, and steward it with humility. And when others try to imitate, argue, or compete, remember, they can mimic the surface, but they can't replicate the source. Your gift is divine, it's unstoppable, and it's changing the world one step at a time. Stand firm, dear friend. Your journey is just beginning, and what God started in you will finish through you. Chapter 7. Walking in Divine Authority. You were chosen not just to carry a gift, but to carry authority. Beloved child of God, your gift is more than a talent. It's a divine assignment loaded with authority. It's a mantle placed on your shoulders by heaven itself. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. John 15:16. This authority isn't for control or ego, it's for impact and influence. When you walk in it, you shift atmospheres and break generational cycles. You bring light where there was darkness and hope where there was despair. But authority comes with responsibility to remain humble, faithful, and grounded. Like Jesus, who demonstrated power wrapped in servanthood, Mark 10:45, your gift carries the power to uplift and the duty to serve. Expect pushback, expect challenges. Some will resist the authority in your gift because it confronts their comfort zones and unsettles their patterns. Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. James 4:7. Stand firm in your identity. Speak with confidence, because your words carry weight. Act with boldness, because your footsteps are ordered. Heaven has mapped your path. Your influence is intentional. Your season of exposure is purposeful. The very presence you carry disrupts lies and establishes truth. That's the power of divine authority. So step into it fully, without hesitation or apology. Because when you walk in God's authority, no force on earth can contain what you are called to do. Beloved child of God, your gift is no accident. It's a divine assignment, forged through fire and rooted in God's purpose. While others may envy, doubt, or misunderstand, remember that your authenticity and authority come from heaven, not from human approval. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works. Ephesians 2:10. You were hidden until ready, tested until strong, and now it's time to unleash what God has placed inside you. Your presence disrupts darkness, reveals truth, and ignites transformation. So stand firm. Protect your gift. Nurture it with faith and humility. The world needs what only you can bring. Your journey is a testament to God's power and faithfulness. Keep moving forward, unstoppable, unshakable, and undeniably His.